Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about vetting your cards when they come in, checking the condition, making sure they're not a blatant fake. Go over some of the tips of the trade, and of course you can always hit me up with questions. It's coming up next. Hey guys, MTG Moxman here. If you're new to the channel and somehow found me out there in YouTube land, thanks a lot for checking out my content today. So we are talking about reserve list and vetting our cards, making sure when you've bought some cards off of this massive buyout we're going through, what you're looking for to make sure your card is the real deal. Make sure it's not fake, been misrepresented, badly packaged, damaged en route. We're going to talk about that today. It'll take about 10 to 12 minute video, guys. I hope you're ready to tune in. First thing you're going to need yourselves is a jeweler's loupe. Now, I understand you're going to spend 25 cents on this, but it is a very worthwhile investment. Yeah, it took me 6 weeks to get it from China, but it's never let me down yet. You're going to want to have a strong light. In this case, get yourself your nice camera phone. Make sure you use that bad boy with a nice bright light. You're going to want to have options of cards to vet it against. So I have here, number one, an old deck. Okay, so I have one of my older decks. Look at that poor clipped corner collector edition. But in this deck, like this, see that little piece of paper there? When I put a piece of paper in my cards, that is telling me it's a proxy. Okay, it's a fake. So I pull this one out, but I want you to look at something here. When I shine this and bend it, do you see that shine coming off of it? Do you see that? Look at that light. It is not real, okay? It is very shiny. It feels plasticky to the touch. And I never want to misrepresent what I do, so when I don't have enough dual lands, that's what I used to do. I don't use proxies anymore, but this is an old deck, so it's a great way of showing you guys. Shiny, shiny, bad, okay? So when you're buying a card, if it has too much shine to it, doesn't feel right, feels like plastic, it is not a real card, okay? It'll have a feel. And if you have questions about this, you can always email me or leave comments in the comment section. Probably if you want a longer answer, best to email me though, okay? Then, of course, we have a binder with cards of that nature. So whatever you're buying, you're going to want to have a binder here, just with a good smattering of cards, commons, uncommons, whatever you can afford, of those sets, so you can verify the card, the feel, the texture, how the card looks, okay? So I have that as well. And then, of course, we've got our cards. So there we go. We got a smattering of cards. Now, I've already opened these to at least get a look, okay? But what I have not done is seen their condition or any of the stuff. So I want this to be as authentic as it can be when I do my vetting to show you guys what I'd be looking for, okay? So I'm going to move these cards off. We'll start with the first ones here. Oh, hold on. And I won't be looking, obviously, at you guys since I'll be paying attention to the cards, but I want you to see my general look as I'm checking it. I did not order that. Oh, okay. So that's a placeholder card. So here is 4 unfulfilled desires. Now, this card was $1 each when I bought them on the reserve list. They've already really climbed. It just took a while for them to get here. These are supposed to be 4 near mint copies, so I'll take them. You notice I'm not touching the edges too much. I like to flip them over carefully, lightly on my fingers. Sometimes, with expensive cards, I've worn gloves. I'm not doing in this case, and don't mind that Band-Aid finger. That is a vicious attack of a paper cut that I couldn't stop from happening. All right, so these cards are definitely near mint. There's no etching, no need. There's some dust on them, but nothing suspicious. They don't feel weird at all, right? They're from the era, they're from the time, they look good. This Steelbane guy is kind of cool. You got to think about it, man. That's a 4/4 for 5 with protection from black. Oh, wait. Pretty weak compared to nowadays cards, but still. So these ones here, I can take my jeweler's loupe and flip the back. I'm going to look at the striation pattern. I'm sure you guys will not be able to see it the way I would see it, but I would go over, take a look, check the card out carefully, both sides, take the light to it. Then I would take my phone. I don't think I can do this on camera, but I'd be taking a very close look underneath to see if there's any glue wear or wrong patterning of the light. In this case, no. This is real, legit. There's no weird lighting symbols. You can see it there. Goes through the right color. I can see everything. No weird glue patterns. Nothing standing out. So you can tell that one's real. Very, very happy. I mean, this is not a high-end purchase, right? This was $1. But look how much these cards have already gone up. You're going to want to check your stuff and packaged properly so there's no damage en route. They say near mint. It better come near mint, and these are fine. Now we go to our next one. Look at that. I paid $21 for this. Let me get that off camera for a second. And this is for a Phyrexian Portal. All right. I didn't have this card. Really liked it. I don't remember even seeing it when I used to open Alliance. So I thought it was very cool. Now it's packed nicely. They got a nice... Oh, they even left a little tab thing here for me to pull, right? See a little tab piece so I can open it? I prefer to see them in Pro-Fit sleeves when I get them like this, but I understand at 20 bucks, this is not a huge card. And always save your top loaders, by the way. These become valuable later. Take it out. All right, so there we go, Phyrexian Portal. Now I believe these are supposed to be near mint light played. So we're going to take a look here. You can see on camera there, it looks pretty good, right? Flip it over, we'll get a little closer here. No etching, no wear. Go to the next one, flip it, same deal, right? It's a very cool card, by the way, underrated. Then, same thing, you would take your light to it, you'll take your jeweler's loop to it, and you'll take a look. Now, for really high-end cards, you'd be looking at the symbols on the back, because you can find a small L inside that lets you know it's real, that they haven't been able to copy with the fakes yet. So it's something to keep in mind, okay? But these babies are real. I got no problems. Just for safety's sake, I'm just going to pile these over here, and we'll go on to our next card. Now, again, I would compare this against Alliances if you're unsure. What's this bad boy? All right. Okay. This is the Sword of Ages. This is a Legends card. Let's see here how they did this. This better be in a Pro-Fit. Wow, they really taped this. Wow, this one's taped to the max. I'm going to be unhappy, I can tell. Slip that with my nail. Okay, no Pro-Fit. So it has just a regular top loader. Not well done. Now, this is an older card, guys. This is expensive. I'm going to pay a little more attention when I'm looking at this card. You're going to make sure it is what it says. Now, they told me excellent condition. Look at the, obviously, you would never grade this. Look at the off-centering, right? You see the off-centering on the card? So, obviously, this is not a card you would ever send for grading, even if it was gem mint. Now, because of how this cut is here and how the grading is on the corner here, I would make sure this card has not been trimmed. So, I would go ahead, find a Legends card. In this case, we're going to pull out a Willow Satire, and these cards should line up exactly the same. Because you see, when I see like that, I see that rounded edge. I see this tight edge, right? And they don't quite look the same. Could be the off-centering, but I'm going to make sure. So you're going to take your Willow Satire, which I know is real, line them up. And they should be perfect. Okay? So go sideways here. Top look, right? Nothing sticking out of your side. Other look, yeah. Coloring's good. And the back lines up. Now, if you take the Willow Satire, which has a better centering, see how there's still no overlap? It's just the way the card was cut on the thing. So you know now that the cut is not it. This is just the way it was made, okay? It just looks off because of how it's been put together. This thing wasn't shifted over a bit, it'd be good. But it's still in excellent condition, Sword of Ages. Great to add to the collection. Sword of Ages. Sword of the Ages is awesome. We love the Sword of the Ages, don't we, guys? All right, very cool. And then, of course, I would check this with my jeweler's loop, which I'm actually going to do in this case, guys. So don't mind me. I'm going off camera here for a second. And you check that green dot for the L. The L is there. We are good. It does feel right, which is awesome. So I'm quite comfortable that this is a real card. All right. Now, the condition-wise, I said excellent. It's moderately played. It does not meet up to the expectation of it. And I will have to reflect that in my feedback to the person. So be careful when you're grading. If you're going to sell a card, if you think it's slightly played, put it moderately played. That way they can't come back at you with any attitude. Okay? Next one up. Let's see what our next card is here, people. Try to make sure I keep this video. Oh, we're already kind of running out of time. Ah, my Volroth Stronghold. All right. Now they said excellent condition. So let's take a look at good old... Oh, and my Kajoran Outpost. All right, this was two cards. Two cards. Now, the Kajoran said moderately played. look at that ding there. This is heavily played, okay? So again, I'll have to discuss this with the person, right? You can see the damage along the edges. This is a misrepresented card. When I see that, now, it doesn't mean I don't want the card. It just means if I was a real pest of a person and not a good person, you could really give this guy some trouble, give him negative feedback, call him a liar. I'm not going to do that. I'll just recommend for future he makes sure he marks his cards down, because that is not moderately played. That's heavily played when you see that back corner there. All right, Volroth Stronghold. Let's take a look at this bad boy. I've been waiting for you, Volroth. All right, Volroth said, excellent light played. So far, so good. Now, again, Volroth did cost me money. This was $80, guys. No, it's still pretty light. There's a little etching thing here, but I'll take a look a little closer in the jeweler's loop. Pardon me while I take the glass off again, guys. I am checking striation patterns to make sure they match up, which they do. And of course, the L is there. I'm very happy. And of course, the feel was perfect. So I have no problem with that card. Our last card today is not what you'd expect. I was going to open this the other day. I've saved it for this particular moment. So I got to make sure I hide this one from you guys a bit. Sorry. There you go. Okay, so this here is an amazing card. This is Volroth Digger. Volroth Digger is a reserve list card from Alliances. Let you shuffle your graveyard. Put a card from the top of your graveyard back in. Very, very cool. Love this card. But there's something particular about this one. You see that signature? That is Amy Weber's signature. Because guess what? This is an artist proof. An artist proof is the proof ones that go out to the artist. There's 50 copies usually of each one that the artists get to resell, keep, do whatever they want. It's to show how the card looks when it's on paper. This was $90. I consider that a bargain for a reserve list card, and it's signed by her as well as the doodle on the back. You can see she has a signature thing here. I am very happy with this purchase. I am not going to open this right now because it's hard to tell. Like an artist proof, I can already tell it's an artist proof. I know where it came from. She has flawless feedback, and she's the one that created Time Walk and stuff. So she's one of my favorite artists of all time. Amy Weber, you rock out there. But I'm very happy to have this card. I was very excited when it came in. It'll definitely be a great addition to my where's my other one? Millstone over there. You can't see it right now very well. My Millstone is also an artist proof that came from my buddy Ventrix. So I was really always proud to get that card. And now I've added one more artist proof to my collection and a reserve list artist proof at that. So very, very exciting. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. This was MTG Mox, man. Now, the only things I want to add up for this vetting video, guys, is any questions you have, please send me some questions, because any questions you have, please send me some questions. Anything you want to know, send me some questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Stuff like collector edition, how you should be looking at the card, how you should look. This one's all been cut up, right? And then when you look at other collector edition stuff, like, let me just pile in here. Okay, here's one of my extra collector edition Time Walks, right? This again was a trimmed corner. I got this cheap, it was like 30 bucks. But you see, not now, obviously, back when I bought it. And you can see it's really worn out. See that there? And look at the bottom. Like, this has just been, it's been played all the time. You can see the edging, but from the front, come on, looks pretty awesome, right? And that's how people play it. I would never trim my corners on collector edition. Like this one here was $37 when I bought it, because somebody trimmed the corners. This is back when collector editions were like $100 for brand new crisp ones. So it was kind of cool. But if you have questions about that stuff, make sure you hit me up. I'll be here. Always answer your questions all the time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's vet some card together. That's some of the stuff you should be looking for. All right, this is MTG Mox, man. Have a great one, guys. I'll see you on Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, guys. Big shout out to all my patrons out there. Thank you so much, guys. Our box openings start on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. This is MTG Mox, man. Rock on, everyone.